so grateful that all of you showed up for what is really an amazing milestone in Clayco's history. I hate saying the word history because it sounds kind of like maybe we're prehistoric. But we started out a little over 40 years ago. We created this tiny little company, and so many of you here tonight were there at the beginning. I saw Barclay Gable. Barclay used to have a purple ponytail. He denies it, but Todd knows that it's true. Out on the back ramp at Summit, kid had a purple ponytail. And here they are today, 40 years later. And it's kind of hard to believe what we accomplished together as partners, all just growing together. And I think Nancy came along after the first year and changed a lot, changed everything. And a few people here tonight have said that they could hear Nancy talking to me on the phone. They couldn't believe she was yelling at her boss like that. We used to get in, literally knock-down, drag-out arguments. It really probably freaked everybody out. Some of you that are here probably saw those. But the truth is that we were fighting for something important. We were not fighting about nothing. We were fighting about what was right, what was the best thing for the customer, what was right for our team members, and we created a culture together that is really special. It still survives today as an $8 billion a year company. I hope we never lose the culture that Nancy has been so much a part. And Todd is here. I remember Todd. I'm not going to talk about the wrestling match. But I will say this. Every night, or every day when Todd came home from school, I would see Nancy Russell sitting at a desk with him, helping him do his homework.
He was 11, not this.
And thank God that there's a place for me to go after Clayco. I can have a job with Todd. I don't know what it'll be, but I have somewhere to go if everything goes to shit. But really amazing. Could not be more proud of Nancy. Could not be more proud of her contributions to the business. I'm sure there were plenty of people that felt intimidated, felt like, whatever, that she could get you fired if she didn't like you, and they were right. Because if she came in and said, like, this person, I got rid of them pretty quick. Also, in the early days when we were litmus testing who was going to come to the company, Nancy would always be in the interview. And she came in and told me they did not get to come to work at Clayco. What we were looking for was special. We were not looking for normal. We were not looking for average. We were not looking for somebody that could make us a little bit better. We were looking for somebody that was special and 5 times better than the other people we were interviewing. And Nancy could see that. And that's why and how we got where we are. And hopefully we'll never lose that kind of critical thinking about who can come in and who can't. So I just want to say thank you to Nancy. Very amazing. I don't know if you're really quitting.
She is.
Nate, is she retiring? Nate says, yeah. Well, why does she still have my emails then? Her
I told her
badge,
no. I
her
told her
badge
no. No
still
more.
works.
No more.
Those people, when they leave the company, all that shit gets turned off.
Shut it down. Somebody shut it down. Shut it down.
You know, her shit is still on. She still has access to everything. And I'm glad for it. But I do hope that Bob, Nate, all of your friends that are here tonight get to spend way more quality time with you because you put in a crazy, crazy amount of time, hours, and effort to make this company that we get to enjoy even after you leave. So anyway, I'm going to bring Nancy up, but I just want to thank you again for what an amazing run. Amazing.
No, I didn't bring a gift for you. Anyway, I just have a few remarks because not only could have been an email, it already was an email, so, and in 40 years, I was fired once, and I quit once, and I think they were on the same day, and, but like Bob said, the early years, there's a lot of people that have been here 30, 32 years, but the first, 10 were just, so razor, could have gone either way, and now you look at this, and it's amazing. The first year, we did $1 million in revenue, literally putting doors in banks, running around like chickens with our heads cut off, and then the years started clicking, right? We were growing 20, 30%. It's all of a sudden 300 million, then 4, 5, 600 million. And every year, Bob would, I don't want to be a $1 billion a year company. But I didn't clue into that he wanted to be an $8 billion a year company. That was really shocking to me. So anyway, here we are 40 years later, more than half my life. When I started, phones had cords, the cloud was the weather, and half this office smoked indoors. They say time flies when you're having fun, and it sure does. I learned a few lessons over the years. Poor planning on your part doesn't constitute an emergency on my part. And if they say it will only take 10 minutes, it won't. And so sometimes it felt like one step forward, 2 steps back, like Bob said. I think one of the best qualities is that we don't do well with the word can't. And we just sort of always kept our head down and plowed through it. In those early years, when Bob would go and talk to the Albericis and McCarthy's and Turners, and they were always so gracious with their time. And he would just come back baffled when they'd say, accidents on the job site are just a part of the business. And it was like, no. And so immediately Bob started a severe culture of safety, not only in our job sites, but in our office to make sure everybody feels safe. And as I look out, I see so many people that I hired and are still here, and it just really makes me so proud and happy. And so my family came in from Las Vegas, and then so many others came in from out of town. It just really, touches me, and it makes me feel like these 40 years actually went by in a blink. And my boss, he started out as an acquaintance, then my boss, and now somebody that will be in my life always. And I get to have the same with Todd and Katie and Sean and Emily and their kids. And again, I'm retiring. I'm not going into the witness protection program. And so coming to Clayco feels like coming to your family, except they're the family that you don't mind seeing every day. And so Bob, for those that don't know, is very big on symbolism. And I'm really not. And I thought it was a little hokey. But the first couple years, he gave me this bicycle. And he said, you have to imagine all the seats behind it. Sometimes you'll lead, sometimes, I will. I never led. But it became like the last thing that I packed up, And the first thing I unpacked, because I had a lot of different offices and a lot of different buildings, but I never had one here with the golf simulator, but that's okay. And so I would not be able to do this if I didn't think Bob and Clayco were in the absolute best hands. And so Emily Boyle, my this one is getting packed up and unpacked one last time in Las Vegas. And now I hand this to you. She is a complete rock star. Somebody asked me, so was she 100% ready? I'm like, she was 100% ready 2 years ago. And so she's going to have Leah, who is in our Chicago office also, and was Kevin McKenna's executive assistant. She's going to come up and partner with Emily on all things Bob. And then Tasha handles all things Bob in St. Louis, along with Sarah Green. And the "it takes a village" is like, it couldn't be more true in this company. But you know, for 40 years, to want to come to the office still every day, everybody wants to see 7 o'clock at night come around, you know, work and leave, but to know that, you know, you're coming in, and now obviously we're a very big company, but we're still the small company feel. We know each other's families and kids and what they're doing, and I know you guys are never going to lose that spirit. And I will be cheering you on from the golf course or the pickleball court, and thinking of all of you when I'm having my most fun with my husband and my son Nate. And again, I appreciate all of you and the memories that we've made when you look at that wall, the fun we've had, and that's the testament, right? That we work really hard, but yet we know how to have fun. So, yay. Good.
Yay!